we have to have a counter-racist code where, through the process of evolution, meaning we set up a code that's a counter code to the racist code. And that comes down to what we think, say, and do every day, just little by little. And I just said that, you're starting off with a simple thing like making all your contacts constructive. That's working against the system right there. See what I mean? You always have to work within the prison system. See, in fact, I don't know about the percentages, but to me, the logic says that everything that we do serves the system as long as we have the system. There's no way to get around that. It's only through the process of evolution. See, it's a complete thing that you have to do. You either have white supremacy or you don't. There's no such thing as a little bit of white supremacy. It's either a complete package or it simply doesn't exist at all. So in all of the areas of activity, we have to be as constructive and counter-racist constructive, because anytime you're being constructive, you're working against the system. That's what we call constructive. But as long as you're in the prison system, because that's how I look at it, we're all in a prison. You're serving the prison. Every move that you make, you're actually serving the prison. So what you're doing is trying to erode the walls of the prison so that the prison no longer exists. Because whatever money, if you take economics, I'm trying to say it in a practical manner, any money that you get is going back to the white supremacists as long as you have the white supremacist system anyway. But the antidote to a poison is in the poison itself. So we use words, counter-racist words, because they use words to hold the system together. Now, they'll use direct violence every now and then, but mostly they use deception and keep black people busy doing large quantities of nothing, where black people think that they're making progress.